Alrighty, hi. We're here in the kitchen, and I'm here with Al Catoni, a fisherman here in Gloucester, and we are going to be cooking 4 different kinds of fish today in 4 separate videos right on the GloucesterFresh.com website for more information and a full list of the recipes. But before we get started, this is all about fresh fish, all about fresh Gloucester fish, all about fresh dayboat Gloucester fish. First, Al, hello.
How you doing?
I'm great. The Gloucester industry, the Gloucester fishing fleet, how does that translate to the plate, to the market, to what I can feed my family?
Well, Gloucester obviously has a rich history in fishing. You know, we almost have 400 years invested in it, supplying fresh fish to the nation. And when you're purchasing seafood at the fishmonger or supermarket, or you're going to a restaurant, you should always ask if it's locally caught, how fresh it is, and to support the local fishermen, because right now there are a few struggles with low quotas, and fishermen are having a hard time. So it's important that the local fishermen get top dollar for their fish while they battle through the low quotas that we have right now to try to sustain the fleet for the future.
And I think about that Gloucester waterfront, and if that can't convince you to eat fresh fish because, you know, the health reasons and the sustainability reasons and the economic reasons, but we can't lose the Gloucester waterfront. It's
exactly
American tradition.
And there's nothing better than Gloucester fresh fish. I mean, I can attest to that.
Those
and so can everybody in the room.
Cold, briny waters.
Exactly.
Tell us about the 4 fish that are in front of us, because they look familiar to me, but this isn't cod or haddock.
No, these aren't the traditional fish that you'll see mainstream. So we have whiting here. This is actually a king whiting. It's a larger version of the whiting or silver hake.
Oh, beautiful.
It's a very good fish. It's a white fish. Very forgiving when you cook because it.
Like that. It
yes.
can take a little bit longer in the oven or on the grill.
Or even if it's a little bit less, it doesn't like get jellied like another fish will.
Fantastic.
Very forgiving.
How about this beauty?
That is American plaice, or dab as we call them. It's a flounder species. And a lot of times when you shop for fish and it'll just say flounder, and it'll probably be dab.
So this looks a lot to me like that fancy pants Dover sole that is so expensive.
Yeah,
same family?
Same family. They're all flounders.
So it's going to have that beautiful, sweet, nutty flavor?
Exactly, yes.
Fantastic. One fish, 2 fish.
1 fish, 2 fish.
Redfish.
Redfish, Acadian redfish, ocean perch. It goes by different names. It's a very abundant fish right now. It's very tasty. That's a very good grilling fish.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like red snapper to me.
Yeah, the same family.
Cousins?
I believe so. I mean, they're all perches, and very good fish. And it's like I said, it's very abundant right now. And that fish is it's helping out the larger boat fleet, helping them weather the low quotas on other stocks because of the abundance. The abundance and you have more quota on that to catch actually than you would. You know, the other species.
And this beauty in the back.
That is a pollock.
Pollock is a big, firm whitefish?
Big, firm whitefish. It's darker than your traditional whitefish. It's darker than cod or haddock. But I believe it has more flavor because of the darkness. It's very rich. And it's a very underrated fish.
So what is important about these 4 fish? We talked about dayboat fishing. What does that mean?
Dayboat fishing is basically what it sounds like. We leave in the morning, we come back in the afternoon, the fish is super fresh, and you can't beat the freshness of a dayboat.
A lot of the fish that we're getting in the markets is going to be frozen because the boats go out for so long, they flash freeze them on board. Is there a difference in the taste profile in a dayboat fish?
Absolutely. The dayboat fish, you can tell the freshness by the smell of the fillet. Like if you're getting a fillet, it won't smell, or a lot of times if it's been around a couple days, the edges will harden. And you can tell right away if they change color on the edges. And you can tell by the firmness. Like these fish are very fresh, they're very firm.
Exactly. So
rich color.
These fish are whole, and sometimes we see them in the market like this. So how do you tell if a fish is indeed fresh?
The richest the color, especially the redfish. If it starts to fade a little and turn white, it's bad if you get cloudy eyes. And if you're gonna buy a whole fish, ask to touch it.
Yes.
It's gonna have to be firm.
And if they say you can't touch the fish,
maybe
you shouldn't be buying fish there?
I think the red flags might go up there.
And I have to say, you folks can't smell this, but there is no odor. I think that's a really important point. If you walk into a fish shop or the fish section of your supermarket and it's
fresh fish does not smell.
Yes, it should be maybe an oceany briny,
yes,
if anything, but we don't even have that right now.
Right.
Yeah.
The odor's bad when it comes to fish.
So it's firm to the touch. What about the scales and the skin?
Make sure, like, if it's, sometimes the fish will be a little beat up. If it's beat up, you'll see it'll turn white, but that means it's scaled.
Right.
That means it, and it had a little trauma when it was caught or something like that. So these fish are, like I said, they're in very good shape.
What about the eyes?
The eyes are nice and clear, firm. Like they might get
You just poked the fish in the eye.
Poke the fish in the eye. Yeah. He doesn't feel anything.
And then someone told me about the gills, that they should be bright red.
The gills will turn white. These gills are nice and colorful, and well, I gilled that fish, so you can't tell.
That one, we can't tell on that one. But so that should be a red color.
Yeah.
And it'll start to fade.
Right. The brighter, the fresher as they fade, then it's been around for a while. But usually you won't see a gill in the market. They'll take the gills out. But you can tell by the touch, and by the firmness, and by the color of the fish.
And what we can't offer you here today is that the scent. There's no strong scent with these fish. So we might see these fish like that in the display case, but the fish that you're going to buy is usually filleted. So how do we tell if a fish is fresh when it's been filleted?
Like I said, firm to touch. Also, if it comes apart at all, it may have had trauma while being caught, or it's old. The edges, if it's been sitting in there for a couple of days, the edges will get hard. That's because I usually bring home my own fish, and for some reason,
you've got it in the back seat of the boat.
Yeah,
the back seat.
And if I have it in the fridge for a couple of days and the edges get hard, then I know it's out.
And then, so this is from the pollock, is that correct?
That's a pollock fillet.
And then this is from the dab,
fillets,
also called American Place.
American Place, yes.
Awesome. So we're going to cook these up. We're going to have a great time. 4 different recipes, 4 different fish. Stay with us.